Hello Virgo, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your mid-March tarot forecast, and your theme of the month is the Magician. Absolutely manifesting whatever you want, true potential, innovation, being inventive and really creative, the right things falling into place at the right time, picking up on those synchronicities to manifest exactly what you want. The universe has your back and you are tapping into the energy to create whatever you want. So that's a pretty good start. Let's see what we have going on for the rest of the month. So I've shuffled the cards off camera. Good start so far, but I'm just showing you that I am cutting the deck, and I've got my Tarot of the Cat deck, interesting, my Tarot of the Thoth deck, and my Mystic Mondays deck to represent what's happening on the surface, beneath the surface, an advice card for each week of the month, and then make sure that you stick around until the end where you pick your own destiny cards, all right? So you use your intuition for that one. And if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. All right, so this is really cool. What we've got going on during the third week, I'll just show you all of these. We have got on the surface the Page of Pentacles. Beneath the surface, we've got the Fool, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles for your advice card. So with the Page of Pentacles in this deck, it often is someone who is, learning a lot more, maybe doing some research. It could be something to help them with maybe just the seed of an idea that hasn't quite fully blossomed yet, but you've got this good start. And it could be something that you're learning about from a different part of the world, because this does also represent like a globe as well, but you're not necessarily physically moving. You're just kind of getting information, collecting information. It could be training, upgrading your skills, etc., research, things like that, to help you potentially get more money in the future and become more financially sound. Now, this is really cool. Beneath, it's very positively aspected with the Fool, right? So with the Fool beneath the surface, it's almost like it could be something brand new. It could be something you just started learning about on a whim. You didn't really think about it. You just kind of were just being like, I'm gonna do this, and you do it. And it was completely unexpected, including to yourself. And that's really, really good, especially with your theme of the Magician, right? Because that could just be the inspired ideas and thoughts and choices just coming up, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna learn more about this. So that's really, really awesome. Yeah, I love how the Fool is 0 in the major arcana. So it's just starting off with a clean slate. There's no baggage. It's just like this pure, innocent. I mean, I love it. It's very, very well aspected right now. Your advice card is the Nine of Pentacles. All right. So think about the kind of maybe where, if you want to establish yourself more in the future, financially, with security, to have a life of luxury, or to have the things that make you feel like just really, really comfortable and secure. So and this can, as an advice card, it's also to treat yourself. So, take yourself out for a night meal, buy yourself a nice dress or a nice suit, or whatever it is that makes you feel like that you're really treating yourself. You are allowed to do that once in a while, okay? Now, what we've got going on during the fourth week, it looks like, so you went from the Page of Pentacles on the surface, and now on the fourth week, we've got the High Priest, and beneath the surface, we've got the Six of Wands, Victory, and your advice card is the Two of Swords. So, with the High Priest coming from the Page of Pentacles, it's almost like you started with an idea about where you want to go, and now you've completely upped it. And maybe it's, sometimes this can represent order, kind of organizing chaos, right? And it can also be like connecting, beyond the veil to our actual physical reality, having that connection with spirit and physically in this three-dimensional world. And it can also maybe just having a little bit more structure as well. This can also represent, forgiveness, and just looking at things a little bit, the deeper meaning of things, having a higher objective about why are we here? What's the meaning of it? All right. So that could be related to what it is that you're researching, that you're learning about, that you've got a fresh new perspective on, okay? And beneath the surface with the 6 of Wands, victory, it looks like you will be victorious in whatever it is that you're learning about, whatever it is that you're kind of having a new start, a fresh new start with in the 3rd week with the Fool beneath the surface. And your advice, and it's really, really positive spiritual energy as well, okay? And your advice card is the 2 of Swords. So as an advice card, it's like, do you really want this stalemate? Because the 2 of Swords often represents stalemate, not really going anywhere. This could be you with someone else, but I actually feel for a lot of you, it could be like your own perspective. Swords often mean the way that you think, words that you speak, writing, okay? It can also be social media and things like that. So just if you are kind of like stuck in a stalemate with someone else, right? Or if you're stuck with 2 seemingly opposing perspectives in your mind, it's like, think about like how to get past that, right? Look at things from a higher perspective, all right? Don't get stuck in your head. Swords are making problems in your head that often actually aren't a real problem. And it's a minor arcana, so it's not something I would really worry about. All right, so pick a number, 1, 2, or 3, and let's get your destiny cards going. So please comment below, like, is the reading resonating with you? Please tell me, I love reading your comments so much, and I'm super curious, and you know, what is it that you're studying, or like upgrading your skills? What do you have a fresh, clear, new perspective on that gives you a bit of, you know, oomph and inspired energy? Yeah, is there something about your perspective with like within yourself or like with someone else that you kind of need to change, getting out of a deadlock? Love reading your comments. All right, so if you picked one, let's see what we've got. This is so interesting. All right, so this is really interesting. So what we've got on the surface is the 10 of Wands. Beneath the surface, we've got the 4 of Discs, power, and your advice card is the 4 of Swords. So it looks like you have achieved a certain amount of goals to a certain level, and you might even be like, and like it's the 10, right? It's taken a lot to get there and you've made it. And it might be just like a little bit too much. It could, the structure that you have is solid. The foundation that you have is solid, right? But is it too much? Like, I'm asking you, is it too much? Have you gotten to a certain level and you're kind of like capped at that certain level? If this is like within your work or something, your project you're working on with the home, like have you gotten to a certain level and you're not really sure where to go next, and you kind of forgot maybe the whole reason why you got there in the first place, and you're kind of getting stuck a little bit in your head? Like that kind of does tie in with the 2 of Swords, getting a little bit stuck. Yes, you have a solid foundation with this goal and what you've been working in for a while, okay? Your advice card is actually the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is saying you need to take a breather, okay? There have been difficulties for you in the past that have stressed you out. You need to lay low. You need to just keep to yourself, and you need some serious rest, okay? So instead of being like, I have to do the next thing, I have to do the next thing, or I have to stay here, or I have to go to work, or I have to keep doing this, you need to seriously take a breather. This isn't a suggestion. This is like, you actually need this, okay? Take it easy. Take it easy. Regain your strength, all right? If you pick 2, let's see what we've got. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Okay, so if you pick 2 for your destiny cards, on the surface we've got the Hermit. Beneath the surface we've got the Magus, okay? And that lines up with your theme, all right? And your advice card is the King of Cups. So it seems that if you pick 2, you're going to be, these 2 are also like major arcana, so very powerful as well. So the Hermit, keeps to himself, has a lot of wisdom, just isn't in the mood. Like, it seems like you're not in the mood to go out. You might be withdrawn. You might be really thinking deeply about things. Dark night of the soul, soul searching, you know, gaining that inner wisdom that you have. This is absolute old soul energy as well. So you might very well be an old soul. Yeah, so this is definitely major introvert wisdom energy right now. And it seems to be working for you because beneath the surface, we've got the Magus. So keeping to yourself, kind of not really going out that much, that's going to create within you this positive manifesting power, pure potential, creativity, so that you can create whatever it is that you want. So this is really, really fantastic. And your advice card is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is someone, and because this is positively aspected, the King of Cups is someone who is very emotionally sound, emotional intelligence, and they're quite deep, but they're also well balanced. So just to, you know, be mature with your emotions and also matters of a spiritual nature. It's a very spiritual card. And it just seems like, you know, you are on your way, or you are getting established being emotionally and spiritually sound and balanced, and just a lot of wisdom. So very, very powerful. Well done for picking 2. Now, if you picked 3, oh, wow. Oh my God. If you picked 3, look, we've got the Queen of Pentacles on the surface, the Queen of Discs beneath the surface, which is the same thing, Discs, Pentacles, the same. And your advice card is the Lovers. Ooh la la. All right, so if you picked 3, you are to me, the Queen of Pentacles is the ideal kind of like mom when it comes to making sure all of her kids have enough food. So even if you don't have kids, you're the type of person that, or you've got the energy of this person around you, you're the type of person when your friends come over or people come over, you know, you just make sure that they're fed, that they're at a comfortable temperature, that they have everything that they need, their physical senses are satisfied. This person also is like very, very grounded. You might really enjoy getting out into nature and really also care about your physical health of your body, making sure you also understand that like, it's important with a family and where you live to be financially secure. You can't just like, love isn't enough if you don't have a house, right? So you're quite sensible, tends to have a really good home and work-life balance. So that's a really positive energy. Beneath the surface, she's looking across. So she might be thinking about, you know, maybe going on a little holiday, maybe moving potentially, right? But it would be like a permanent move, and it's something that would be sound. It wouldn't be on a whim. It would be sensible, right? It would be very well organized. This could also be just looking into the future as well. Now, your advice card is the Lovers. So whether you're male or female, right, you've got this amazing Queen of Pentacles energy, right? It seems like you're ready for your partner. Like, be open to love, be open to having a connection. If there's someone that you're seeing and, you know, dating, you know, it's okay to like think about taking things to the next level if you feel that that's sensible and responsible, and if it will work out, if you're compatible, things like that. If you are dating someone, right, this is saying like, think about maybe leveling it up, like to have more commitment, maybe marriage, you know, that's okay. Maybe moving in together, getting a house together with your finances. Yeah, so just be open to love, and it's, you know, whether you have it or you don't, it's like, if you don't have it, think about it. It may very well, you may very well manifest it into your life. And if you are in a relationship, it's like leveling up. Even if you're married or something, it could be renewing your vows, making sure you still got that romantic connection, okay? So this is just saying to focus on your love relationship or getting one, okay? All right, if you would like a private reading, just send me an email or check out my website. All the information's down below. I do monthly, mid-monthly readings. Definitely check them out. Comment below, did the reading resonate with you? I love reading your comments. And yeah, you can also follow me on social media, but lately I've been super, super lazy. about it. Still here. Yay, you get a secret bonus card. All right, secret bonus card. Ooh, the Chariot. Think about potentially going on a holiday, thinking about looking at the long-term outcome and orienting yourself into that, and then just going for it full force. Warrior energy, okay? And like I said, this could be physical movement. Have a great month. See you later.